In this video, we're going to show you how you can take that noisy dishwasher and make it a little bit quieter. Today's dishwasher, the manufacturer on mid-range and upper end, give you soundproofing. And they do that either by adding a blanket around the machine and on the back, as well as a rubberized coating on the tub, all the way around the sides, top, and on the back as well. So in our cabinet, we have a basic dishwasher that has little to no sound insulation. Basically, it's got a pillowcase on it. So before we remove it and install our soundproofing, we should do a sound test. So we're going to take our sound meter, we're going to put it at about 3 feet away from the cabinet, do a sound test, and then we'll go ahead and pull out our dishwasher and start our installation of the soundproofing. So you can see the reading of it when it's just in a basic wash cycle. This is fairly loud. If we were to try and have a conversation right now, we'd be almost yelling at each other. So during our sound check, you could see we were running an average of 55 to 56 decibels for a normal wash cycle for this dishwasher. So I'm going to pull this dishwasher out of the cabinet. Now I've already turned off the power and the water to the dishwasher. Now I'm fortunate enough that I have lots of electrical and hoses in length in order to pull this out and do my installation of the soundproofing. You may not have that on yours, so you may have to actually disconnect your water line, your drain, and your power. But if yours is set up like this, then that's a bonus. So as you can see, this is not much for soundproofing. So the first thing is let's get rid of this pillowcase, but we're going to keep it because we'll be putting it back on at the end. So the next thing we want to do is take some of this peel and stick rubberized coating, and we're just going to cut some pieces off the sizes we need in order to be able to stick it on in various places on the top, sides, and back. So there's our first layer of sound deadening material added to the machine. You can see how easy it was to do. And on the one side, I had left some space around. That's where the water is injected into the tub, and it's actually a vent. So I wanted to make sure that there was lots of airflow around that. So now that we have our first layer on the dishwasher, our next step will be to add a second layer of just sound deadening material. It's almost like a blanket. So we're basically just going to be laying this over the machine, and we'll be secured in place, and you can either use shipping tape or tuck tape. We'll probably be using tuck tape because it really sticks well. So there we go. We have our intermediate layer of sound deadening on the machine. It's well secured in place. It's not going anywhere. And of course you saw that I cut out around that water inlet area so that the air can vent as it's supposed to. So now our next step will be to put our third and final layer of sound insulation, which in this case we're just using an old shipping blanket we're going to cut to fit. Throw it over the machine, lay it out where it's going to go. And I'm just going to take my marker and just make some lines so I know where the edges of the dishwasher are. And then based on that, I know I'm going to be making 3 panels, a back panel, and then my side panels and top. So now I can just lay this out, start cutting out the panels, and then we'll secure them to the dishwasher. So we have our back panel, this side, and this one I still have to cut the opening, and our other side. So we have this piece laid out. So one of the things I want to do in setting this up is have the side panels come down as close to the floor as possible. And when I secure it, I need to make sure I'm tucked in away from this door hinge, door spring, so it doesn't catch. As well, I'm going to mark this out, this area where that vent is for the tub, and I'll just cut that out and then we can secure it. Put the back on first. So this is just like wrapping a Christmas present. So there's our third layer of soundproofing on the dishwasher. It's basically ready to go back into the cabinet, but since the manufacturer did give us this piece of material, we may as well put it back on. So our final layer is on, the dishwasher is ready to be installed back into the cabinet, so we're going to do that, and then we'll be able to do our sound check and see how much of a difference we were able to make. So there, that turned out really well. We saw a difference of almost 5 decibels lower than what it was without any of the work we did. So if the only issue you're having with your dishwasher is the noise level, doing an upgrade like this can certainly take care of that and save you from having to go out and buy a new machine. We hope this video helps you see what you can do in order to reduce the sound of your dishwasher. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.